crashing down, and we're building back up again now. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, there's no secret. I wanna know, was it serious? I need it clear, my best friend. Isn't easy to show, with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you, it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing, my love. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something. I keep my time in a pocket. I wanna find a new keeper. I like the way it's mysterious. I think I found my own way. Isn't easy to show, with the weight of the world on my my shoulders. I know I told you it's the best ride I know. It's not a game that I am playing. My love, trying to hold my feeling. I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way. I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something. Hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something.
Hello there, people. How's it going? Happy Friday. Post-election blues or celebrations, it's up to you. In the UK here, hope everyone is fine. Yeah, Facebook's just starting up there. Let's just have a look. Got a few viewers on Facebook. Hello to Facebook viewers. Got a couple on Twitch TV. Anyone on YouTube yet? Let's see. We've got one on YouTube as well. Hello to all of you. Hello, hello. And hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's play some EVERSPACE. This time's going to be the one. The only thing I wish is that I'd actually upgraded my ship to the fast ship last night. I don't know what those things... Well, I got an idea of what those things were that killed me, but I'm not happy about them at all. So, what do we got here? Oh, just a minute. No, what did I just click then? I did click continue. Why am I dead then? Oh, I thought I'd started a new perks. We're definitely not starting a new game, which is what I thought I might have accidentally done. So we did that one last time. Destroy 50 fuel tanks in a single run. Destroy 20 missiles in a single run. That shouldn't be that difficult. Unless that's still saying current. What's happening here, game? Strange. I'm sure I was in a run. I did not get killed. Let's launch. Let's go for it. I wish I'd unlocked that with my money though, because I had about 37 grand, so I could have done something with it anyway. Let's launch with this baby again. You know what, I'm going to turn the volume down on this as well. I didn't realise how loud it gets sound. Why is the sound all different? Seems like all my settings have got confused. Lure an enemy into a black hole, dead easy. So that's one that's replaced the one I had before. And we've jumped... What? Star map? Sector 1. And we've got a jump suppressor in Sector 1. Are you kidding me? I am beginning to suspect that it actually makes the game harder the more you upgrade your ship. I don't know if this is the case. That's what I'm suspecting right now.
Yeah!
There, I'm guessing that's where possibly... No. That's not it. Over here then. And that's where the jump suppressor signal is. So how is it everyone? Chat? How are you all today? How are you feeling? What you up to? What are your plans for the day? Is it the end of your day? Is it the beginning? It's about 10:30 here. In jolly old England. 73%, so we're in the right vicinity. There it is, babies. That's a beauty. Stop the turret there.
Down one.
Let's go and hack our jump suppressor. And we've got a container here as well. Nice. Fusion blaster and a shield. We're just going to recycle. Right, let's go and get us some outlaw scouts. Or should we just go up into this thing? Why not? Got some gas here. Gas is always very useful. Strangely, in the last game, the thing that I didn't have much of was crystal, the most common resource in the game. I didn't have any. Well, I had some, but it's always in short supply. Nanobots, very nice. Where are you, bro? Where's the other guy? We don't need any fuel, unfortunately, so that's completely useless to us. What have we got here? We've got some scrap, we've got another container, we've got some more crystal. An empty container it looks like, sadly. Oh come on, I hated that when it drifts. Stuff drifts into the architecture of the game world. Yay for gas. GB equipment transport. I'm just wondering whether I should blast the poop out of that thing. Let's try it. Oh shit. Gene fighter coming in. Where's the transport gone? Is it still around? I think it's possibly pooped off. Damn it, that didn't go so well, did it, as a plan? That's such a brilliant plan there, Bob. I think you're probably better off. I was just wondering what equipment it would drop. Since we were close to the beginning of a run, we may as well do suicidal things now than much later on. Wow, the volume on this thing just seems completely... Options, sound. So sound effects we're going to put down to 20%. That's possibly still a bit loud. Do people think that's too loud, or what do you think? What else is it going to be? Oh, is that the place we went to before? Possibly is. That's where the jump suppressor was. Let's go to this asteroid here. May as well do what repairs we can. Got a couple of mineable crystals. Oh, time to go. Okay, our forces inbound. Oh shit, we've got a couple of containers here. One empty. Where the hell's the other one there? Damage booster, let's get it. Let's go. Here they come, the baddies. Okay, so we'll go through this medium security risk. Get a bit of loot. Got one up here as well, have we? We'll take him out first, the drone. Nice. So we've got sensor relay now, which means we have a much bigger scanning range. We're going to do that to repair everything on our ship. We've got a fuck ton of some things coming out here. Those missiles that are there. Right, where's that pointing to me to? There was an outlaw scout there, apparently. About 6 kilometers away there. There must be some bases on here. Otherwise, where are those bases? Those missiles go from? There we go. Nanobots, nice. We won't actually use those 3 powers yet though, because we've only got a little bit of damage to the ship, and will effectively be wasting a whole nanobot to just repair that little tiny bit of damage. See, scattergun, it does more hull DPS than that, and that, but it's shorter range, isn't it? And it does more hull DPS than that. What's the... hull DPS isn't at all bad on the fusion blaster. We could go immensely short range with the scattergun and the fusion blaster. I really don't think this is a good idea, but I want to try out all the weapons, see which I like, which I can get to work, I guess. Oh, let's recycle that. Oh, here we go. Bad guys incoming. Wow, that took out nearly all his hit points. That certainly did something to him. We've got some mines Mark II. Fuel compound. Six kilometers away. So let's search around here, see if there's anything new around. Looks like that's all there is. Got that nonsense over there to look at as well. It's always usually pretty sexy. Where? Is that you? I think that's you, isn't it? Think I'm possibly getting the hang of this. Energy injector won't fit in the ship, so we've got to swap it for something. Right, I've just got a phone call. Back in a second, folks. Blimey, it's just my brother wanting to talk about the election result. Oh, hello there, vacant viewer. If I missed your comment there, I apologise. Not really woken up yet. How's it going? Hope you're still here. Let's just salvage it. We don't have the fuel. There's quite a good sector though from what I can see. Why is it still so loud? Is my audio okay? Is my voice okay? Yeah, I suppose so. She'll still, thanks to the Scots vote, so she's still going to have her government, so still got a majority. Or rather, the anti-SNP vote, which was capitalised on by the Conservatives. In fact, my brother voted Conservatives, and I think he part of the reason he was calling me was because he's wanted to discuss it and justify it to me no end, because he's always been a lifelong Labour voter, and he lives near Aberdeen, and I've just sort of gone, yeah, whatever you fancy, whatever you want to vote for, that's fine with me. And he, I don't know, I think he's in need of somebody to confess to or something. That's why I didn't have any, wasn't to us with discussing it with him then.
They're on to me.
Oh, let's get out of here. The music is a bit loud, right? Okay. Is the actual game loud though, or is that okay? I'll keep the voice loud, and then you can hear all the dialogue. Let's just see if any Facebooketeers have been commenting. If I missed your comments, I apologise. Can't see any? No. Right, resume. GMB are no longer hostile, which is good. That's a GMB fuel transport. Okkar drones. Those outlaws are heading over there, so they're going to get in a battle with the GMB and the Okkar. The Okkar are our enemies, but they're not enemies of the GMB. And they're also enemies of the outlaws, so we'll let them fight amongst each other for a while. And let's go looking for other stuff over here. Yeah. The thing that gets me though is that I can't. I mean, I don't mind people voting for whatever they vote for, but I think there's so much rubbish talked in these elections. Like, for example, the Conservative Party are the one funding Saudi Arabia, whereas Corbyn is the one. I mean, to be honest with you, if I was going to vote, wasn't going to vote tactically, I'd vote probably vote SDP, Liberals rather. Even, well, yeah, I think I probably would, because they're the only anti-Brexit party, and I just think Brexit is completely suicidal for the UK. And if we hadn't got the Scottish votes and May was forced into a coalition with the Liberals, we would have had possibly a second referendum. And I think that it's only fair to have a second referendum, because the whole reason that people were saying for 40, the whole reason that people didn't get over it, if you like, for 40 years with the going into the EU was that people were saying the conditions of our membership had changed completely since we agreed to it. And I think that the conditions of our exit have changed completely since we agreed to it. And a lot of the stuff that people thought was going to happen, whether they were promised it or not, a lot of the reasons they voted for Brexit, like saving the NHS, it's just not going to happen. It's it's going to secure the death of the NHS, if nothing else. So I think we need another referendum. But I don't think we'll get it now, but there you go. But yeah, the fact that they, you know, like people going on about Corbyn being a terrorist sympathiser when it's actually the Conservatives who are the ones funding. Oh shit! I wasn't concentrating then, and I've turned them against me again. Never mind. It's the Conservatives who are funding the Saudis who are funding ISIS. You know, you couldn't make it up, really. We may as well get this now. Oh, there we go.
We've got company.
I just wish, I mean, if people are happy with that sort of thing, I've got no problem with that, but I just wish that it was, you know, it was down to actual facts, the reason people voted, and not like playground politics of, oh, he looks a bit scruffy and I don't like him. You know what I mean? And stuff like May being the one who's going to give us the best leadership and the best deal in the EU when she's too afraid even to meet with her own people, you know. Just seems counter logical to me. Energized boost loaded. Certainly go with that. Anti-missile drone we will use now. Yeah, but the thing is, what is the basis for you not trusting Labour MPs? That's the thing. You're basing it on a gut reaction rather than... Or a lot of people, I'm not saying you do, but a lot of people, it's based on a gut reaction. I mean, look at how badly the NHS is doing now under the Conservatives. It used to be, even under Labour, they only ever spent, you know, the NHS is one of the cheapest systems in the world, and the Conservatives seem to be replacing it with a more costly, more administration-ridden. When you look at the actual cost and the scale of the privatisation deals system than Labour ever used, and you know, it's doing so badly. UK life expectancies have fallen. For the first time in my life, and I'm an old person, I think it's the first time since World War II. So, other than a world war which killed millions of people, certainly hundreds of thousands in the UK, we haven't had a reduction in life expectancy like the one now. I don't know why I'm shooting these, because I don't have that as a priority. I mean, my doubts about Labour are basically that they I don't believe I think they are kind of too trusting in the idea that give power to the people and that's all you need, you know, give people rights. Or the current Labour administration anyway. You know, give the unions more power and all they'll do is act in the favour of in the best interest of everyone, whereas in the past that's been shown not to be true, you know. Yeah, but you say the manifesto had a massive hole in funding, but it didn't, did it? It was fully costed, and there may have been a couple of percentage points short, but the Conservative manifesto was completely unfunded. And when people took them to task on even the slightest thing, they were shown to have completely underestimated the costs. And I agree, like Diane Abbott is a complete nightmare, I think. She's the... I can't remember the name of him. She's the Labour equivalent of... Michael Gove. Right, I got there without Googling. She's just one of those people with negative personality, I think. And her gaffe with forgetting the spending was just a complete joke. And I think I've seen her before, and she's definitely gone downhill. And I do wonder if she's got something like Alzheimer's. To be fair. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think though that, I mean, in a way that was refreshing, to be honest, you know, that I think May for all of... I do wonder whether the plan was for the Conservatives to lose this election, so that, for example, when companies left, or if companies left the UK because of Brexit, which there was a high chance of, got Outlaw Scouts and G&Bs, and what's that, Friday? Credits transport, so we could get a load of credits off that. Shit. It's a corrosion missile.
Another to Stardust.
Fuck it. I'm just losing track here. Oh, anti-missile drone coming in. We got loads of light G&B fighters here, so let's just go. Go on, buddy. We've got fuel, Gatling 40 blueprint. We've got to go for that, I'm afraid. Let's use our energized boost to get away from them. Nice. So we can now manufacture Gatling 40 mils. See if those guys are coming after us. They don't look like they are. That's my anti-missile drone. Right, come on. Like, I mean, I can see why they said it. The thing that really gets me is that I believe that the solution that Corbyn was proposing to ISIS and what have you was, in fact, a good solution. Because it's the same solution that the Conservative Prime Minister, John Major, came up with against the IRA. Negotiation rather than... continuing the cycle of violence, you know. And it worked. You can't deny it, whether it's unpatriotic, whether it's traitor, being a traitor or whatever it is, it worked. And I know Tony Blair took all the credit for the Northern Ireland peace process, but it was really John Major who started it. Whereas, I mean, just the fact that the Conservatives are funding Saudi Arabia. They're funding Saudi Arabia, the country that is responsible for terrorism. They've even gone so far as to suppress a report which identifies Saudi Arabia as the funders of terrorism. They did it last week. It was due to be released, and they didn't release it. Right, we're going to have to go. Good rock hour incoming. That is true, yeah. But anyway, I'm not one of these people who will go on about, oh, you can't vote for them because yeah, you're not allowed to vote for them or whatever. It's up to individuals and what they decide. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Definitely didn't. Let's get away. Oh, don't tell me I got zonked by the black hole. Bollocks. Maybe. I do think, like you say, though, that a lot of her policies were really bad. And I think also there are people, you know, what is it? There's a report a couple of months ago from Oxford University saying that since 2015 there were 30,000 avoidable deaths directly attributable to Conservative cuts. And I don't know if that figure's right, but certainly people are dying, and people have anecdotes about their friend who died because they lost this and the other and they couldn't survive anymore. You know, like a friend of mine who he had one of these ATOS assessments and his friend had to go back to work, and he had a heart condition, which was a really serious heart condition, and he had a heart attack on his first day back at work. And people, you know, it's getting to a point where there's enough of these people who have these stories that it makes a difference. You know, like, people are up in arms about terrorists who killed 22 people in Manchester, about 3 miles from where I am now.
Confidence. I hope it suffices to get you through.
Luring an enemy into a black hole is a friend into a black hole there. People are up in arms about terrorists who killed 22 people, and yet they seem quite happy to vote for a government who... I mean, if I said that cuts had only resulted in 100 deaths, I think that would be low, and even then it would be massively more than... interesting. than the number of terrorist deaths we've had. Right, we've got a comms hub in here then. Maybe, but then again, you do realise, do you think the NHS is expensive? Because compared with the healthcare systems of other nations, it's ridiculously cheap. And I'm not talking about the total amount, I'm talking about the amount that the government spends on each person in this country. The UK varies between being the 16th and 18th highest spender on healthcare in the world per person in the country. It also, it's now floundering a bit because, to be honest with you, the cost of privatisation is enormous. Like, I don't know if you've heard of I've forgotten what it's called now. There's some report that the Conservatives commissioned on the future of the NHS, and they've actually put aside £10 billion just to cover the cost of privatisation. That's not anything to do with healthcare, that's not to do with anything else, that's just purely to cover the admin. And as with all government projects, it'll probably end up being 20 or 30 billion. That's like 20% or 30% of the NHS's annual budget just to be spent on basically giving away NHS assets to corporations.
You're drawing fire.
You know, you never hear about things like the fact that the Cambridge privatisation completely flopped, or the government's first hospital privatisation, which had to be brought back into public ownership. You never hear about these things in the news, costing like tens of millions to correct. Where did that come from?
You're finished? Can we continue on our mission now?
Oh, aren't you a dry old egg? Wow, this is the first sector.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, I like that.
This is the beam laser Mark II, isn't it? Oh, Mark III this is. So what does that do? 80 and 80 hull and shield. So it's a pretty good weapon, really. Just don't have the resources yet to upgrade it. I think we're going to spend a lot of time in this area. The only reason I think to change the NHS is if you really don't like the idea of people, you don't mind paying more for your own personal healthcare as long as people who haven't paid anything don't benefit. That is the main reason. And that, I'm not saying that's an invalid reason, I'm just saying that that's the only reason I can think of. How the hell do we get in there then? Maybe up here? Because, I mean, a lot of people just think that's unfair that somebody benefits from their money, even if it's the most cost-effective way of doing it. Oh shit. You know what? I'm just going to brazen it out inside here, I think. And hopefully survive.
Intercepted.
May as well take that with its extra bit of range. Shield plus. Slightly more energy absorption. That's a lot better than the one we've got. Damn it. Initial dampers are down. Screw this.
Enemies in range.
Yeah, they only are when I destroy that. Oh my god. Let's go for the medium risk. Oh, I hate. Right, outlaws and Okra, we'll leave them to fight. Okra and outlaws over here as well. Let's go for this over here, which is possibly the jump signal suppressor. Gel, get that as well. Anything we need. But even that, the amount of money that the NHS, the visitors, foreign visitors cost the NHS is negligible. When you see reports in newspapers saying that this person got £500,000 worth of treatment and we paid for it, well, that's not true. What they actually got was probably about £10,000 worth of treatment, but we billed them £500,000 because that's how much it would cost in another country, you know. And that's fair enough, but saying that it costs us £500,000 is nonsense. Just is. And
Credits are merely numbers to me.
When you think about the massive amount of stuff you're going to introduce, you'll need whole new government departments to deal with reclaiming the money. You'll need a cash office and stuff like this in each hospital, all that sort of stuff. I personally doubt whether it'll actually make any money. I don't, given the small number of people concerned. Plus, I think that if people are working over here, paying tax over here, then why shouldn't they? You know, if they're paying towards the NHS, surely that covers them. If they're contributing to the economy, why should they not get treatment over, let's say, somebody who's on benefits over here, who pays nothing towards it? And yes, I am an insufferable know-it-all. Man, it's got a really short range, this thing. No energy. Let's have a combat drone. Let's drop a mine. Let's drop another mine. I may as well have some energy as well. Oh. Shit! I can only nice. Even nicer. Can I now repair my initial dampeners now? I need plasma, do I? Is there any plasma here? Oh, there might be some there. It doesn't look like it though to me. Well, most of the, like the guy who did them, I'm not saying he was right, okay, I'm not apologising for what he did or anything like that, but the guys who attacked Charlie Hebdo in France, for example, I mean, let's put to one side for a minute the terrible French occupation of Algeria and stuff like that, and which killed about 1 million Algerians and stuff like this, and things like the Paris massacre of 1961, where about 200 peaceful protesters in support of Algerian independence were driven into the River Seine and drowned by the police. Let's put those things to one side, which would be motivations for ne'er-do-wells wanting to justify their actions, you know. Well, that's definitely not it there. Maybe over here. But just about all the attacks, they've said these are retaliations for air raids. And I've got to say that I think even if they weren't, I think that if we stopped doing air raids on ISIS, then it would stop driving people into their hands, because if you think about it, oh, there's a jump suppressor. If you think about it, if you had your, let's say your baby sister, you found blown into two by a bomb from Western military. Well, a pulse laser is almost much, but a cold gun is a lot better than a pulse laser. Shit. Yeah, if you found your baby sister blown in two by a an allied bomb, shit, why am I doing this? For 333 credits, that's why I'm doing it. Then it's going to make you far more likely to say fuck it, however logical it is, however justified it is, and think I'm going to go and kill somebody, or I'm going to help to kill somebody. So our actions in the Middle East, at the very least, are fueling the IS recruiting process. Not to mention the fact that if we, I know it's Tony Blair who did it, it's not the current government, but if we hadn't invaded
Multiple hostiles incoming.
Northern Iraq, IS would probably not actually have existed, ever. I think I may have just blown up my own. And the Libyan guy who did Manchester, he said, "Oh, it's been postulated that he was from Libya. He'd gone back to his home country. He'd seen the destruction wrought by Western forces, and no doubt he had relatives who'd been killed. And although he did an immensely evil act, he may not have been literally a bad person. Just those things made him incredibly easy to turn into a terrorist." There was an article in The Independent saying that since the Manchester attack, we've killed something like 300 innocents in the Middle East. It's an outlaw scout, outlaw Occard drone, outlaw scout, Occard fighter. Let's go for the Occard scout then. So the outlaw scout, rather. And then we go for this outlaw scout. And then we've got the Occard guy to deal with. Drone override, very useful. Let's salvage it though. So what have we got here? Those inertial dampers, eh? Still not got enough plasma. Can I not see any plasma at all? I don't think there is any. Where's this jump suppressor? Right, we've stopped going towards it now. Over there, maybe? It's looking like it. Let's give it a wide berth. We've got a drone. It's over there. We need to destroy little drones as well. Nice bit of fuel at the same time. Just looks so lovely, this game. I've got to say as well, on the subject of people not paying for their medical care, in a fully privatised system, you definitely do get people who don't pay for their medical care because you just declare medical bankruptcies, like in the US. And that's an enormous burden for, you get somebody who's no, let's not do that. Who's got some serious illness to get a load of treatment and then they just say, I'm not paying. Nothing we can do about it if they've not got the money. They literally get it for free, whereas with something like the NHS, at least everyone pays what they can. Can I now repair that? Don't be silly, Bob. It's the... Let's try over here. I've been in this area. How far it's drifting now, this thing. Right, so we've got a comms hub over there. Looks good. Got a trader and an outlaw. What's that down there?
Bravo!
Right, let's see if they've got any plasma here. Haven't looked around for any naturally occurring plasma. Plasma mines. We'll have some of that. Fuck you, game. Right, let's have a look around for plasma fields. I don't think there are any. May as well go over there and see what those outlaws getting murdered over there. Damn it, we were too far away. Doesn't look like they've dropped any loot. Maybe they have actually. Let's get a bit closer. Let's go to the comms hub actually. I forgot about that. One moment. May as well just use it. Mineable crystal. No freaking plasma though, is there? Let's go to the comms hub and hubatize it. Driving lesson. Good luck with your driving lesson anyway. I'm sure that won't make the election hasn't made any difference to that. And thanks for watching and listening to me rabbit on.
I'll take these, thank you.
Just credits, sadly. Where's that outlaw drone? Plus Scout. See if we can upgrade the range on this thing. No. Be useful though. Plasma mine. Come on. Give me that plasma, not the mines. Can we extract plasma from the mines? I wonder if we can actually. Oh, we can. We need one more. Sorry, guys, but I need my initial dampers more than I need you. Right, drone server. What else we got here? Got another container. Now if this contains plasma, I'm gonna be gutted. Credits. Container drone server. That's the thing we've got to kill. Where is it? Come on. Oh, destroyed it. How many more missiles have we got to destroy in this run? 3. I've only destroyed 3. Oh well. One more. What else have we got? GMB tech container. Let's get going. Where? Another jump suppressor. It's going crazy with the jump suppressors, and we finally got our plasma field there. So we would have got it. Would have got our initial dampers repaired eventually, even without destroying our mines. So let's have a look at the upgrades we can do now. Still can't get the range mod on that thing. What's the range on this? 1100. I'm gonna craft that. Hull damage mod. Why not? And the shield damage mod. Why not? comms hub over here anyway. Nothing else. Is that the jump suppressor? It is indeed. Also got the comms hub up there. No, it's dead. It's been dead for many centuries, but I kept firing anyway. Skip when switching. Let's do that one. Right, so we scanned the whole place now, so we know where everything is in the sector.
And all this cost was a
Not a bad
squeeze of
guy.
the trigger.
I don't think we've got any security keys. There it is. So that's 4, 5. Six. Sadly, it locked onto the turret there and destroyed it. The beam did. Corrosion missiles. Shame we got those heavy missiles. It makes the decision difficult here. Let's go for the corrosions. Oh, shipwreck. Scan it to get a shipwreck story. Data retrieved. Quite a big haul of booty this trip. Tomorrow stopping at a nearby station to sell it off. Looking forward to some R&R. Some fluctuations in power systems. Need to look into that. I bet you do. I bet that ultimately proves to be quite serious. Had to make a quick exit from the station. How was I to know the waitress was the bartender's daughter? Entry 55. Power issues are becoming worse. Ducked out so quick that I guess they weren't quite done with the repairs. I'll just have to limp along to the next spaceport. Entry 56. Ships approaching. It's the waitress's brothers. Can't outrun them. They intend to make an honest woman of their sister. Whatever that means. Oh, we got 1200 credits there. That's I'm all for honest women when they give us 1200 credits. Okay, I think that's everything in this area. Apart from the secured container, which we can't do anything about anyway. Let's go over here to this tech container, shall we? What are these things? Fuel. Oh, okay. We'll recycle these, I think. Nice though that hole is. Oh, we've got some gel. Seems to be loads of shizzle around here. Scrap fully mined. Got a load of crap over there. Credits 5 kilometers away for... This is just marginally before them, so we'll go to that first. Where is that thing that's firing at me over here? Come on, fire at me again. Sorry, I'm just going to take it. Get this gel. Shield Mark 2 sounds sexy. Man. So recharge delay is lower, recharge rate is higher, but energy allocation is a lot higher. A heck of a lot higher. So it's got 20% more hit points, but the energy use is massively higher. I think I'm going to salvage it actually, I don't know. No, I didn't. Let's see if can we do an energy mod on this now? I've forgotten we haven't got the energy mod, have we? Oh well. It's not that a massive an increase in energy consumption, I suppose. Credit another secure container. Where are all these elite enemies that are going to help me open these secure containers? Right, let's go over here. Oh, I've got another secure container there. Secure container there. Right down here, loads of stuff like credits and chisels and scraps. I think that's about it. We've only got the G&B we could attack and the secure containers in the area, so let's go. I do like the way the cockpit actually functions. Which way should we go? Let's go this way. comms hub. Let's grab that comms hub, baby. What's binged at me? Oh, I see. There's a missile turret at the far end as well. How many more missiles have we got to kill? 11 more. 10 more. Oops. Oh, that G&B fighter's taken so long. So we've got 5 more to get. Let's get the comms hub. Right load of fuel there. Containers and crystals over here. Let's go and grab those babies. So that's where we were before, I think. We haven't got anything else in the sector, according to our scan anyway. So let's just go. Shall we, chickadees? Let's just go. I'm gonna go here deliberately into the natural hazard, see what it is. A bit of excitement, eh? Oh shit, and it's one of these places. Oh, that served me right for being a twat. Did I just kill it? Right, let's do as much repair. Primary weapons are screwed. Fuck. We'll repair as much as we can. We'll do a shield boost. Do a damage booster. We'll do a damage limiter if we can. No, we can't. What the hell happened there? What the faffing heck happened there? Right, I think I'm going to leave it there, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I have, even though let's actually look at the perks I can get for next time before I go. It's going to be 5,500. $8,000 to get more money. Rare loot chance increase. It's going to cost 10,000 to decrease that component repair damage costs. Let's do that actually, because that is a constant pain in the arse. And we've got 1,500 left to spend, so we'll upgrade our nanobot efficiency, leaving us $5 left. Right, folks, that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back later on today. Thanks to everyone for coming along. I can see we've got Ferranus, Giraffesaur, Slowcool, and Cyril, and Bonsai Beer on Twitch TV. Thanks a lot. And I guess I'll see you all again. Oh, well, we've also got a few on Facebook. We've still got one on YouTube, and I'll see you all again.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to laugh.